Boom. So we're here. At the time of recording this, a day and a half out from dropping an album. And that feels mad to me. This is my second album. Not my second project. I did the Broken Mirror EP, 2017 I want to say that was. Then we did the second testimonial, 2018, which was like an EP project. I just called it a project. I'm not even gonna title it an album, a mixtape, an EP. Well, if it's anything, it's a long EP. Then we had Visionary, which what I consider my first proper project, my first album, 2019, I believe August 23rd, if I remember the date correctly. And now we have Chapters, nearly 2 years on in 2021, June 19th. I was about to say June 21st. Sorry, it's me fucking out something else. June 19th. And at the time of recording this, and at the time of most of you watching this video in particular will be tomorrow. Which is mad. You know, that's genuinely mad. And I don't know, it's just a mad time in my life. A lot of transition going on, which we'll talk about in a moment. And I want to keep this video in and around 10 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes, no longer than that. But yeah, so let's get a couple things out the way real quick. First off, as I said, the album drops June 19th, and it will drop at 10 a.m. UK time, which will be 7 p.m. Is it Australian Eastern Standard Time? AEST? I presume that's what it is. East Coast time anyway. 7 p.m. So that will be on Saturday. And I'll be doing a live stream in and around that time and doing like a listen through with you guys if you want to join, kind of answering questions and things of that nature. So if you want to be there to hear the album along with me and hear it as a collective group, feel free to join that. If you can't catch that, or some people, and I don't blame you if you want to do it like this, if you just want to listen by yourself and listen on your own, it's definitely a kind of album that you can listen to by yourself. It's not one that has to be shared with other people. It's definitely a winter in your headphones kind of vibe, for most of it anyway. There's a couple summer bangers on there. There's a couple little bit easier going tracks, but for the most part it is that introspective introvert music. I like that, actually. Introvert music, I like that. So that's what it is, you know, in my opinion. And that'll be dropping Spotify, obviously YouTube, Apple Music, etc. So major platforms. So feel free to check that out. And another thing as well is at 10 a.m. Tomorrow at the time of recording this. So I know I said album tomorrow, but it's gonna get all confusing. Long story short, if you're catching this video within a few hours of it being uploaded, the video for Random Words will be dropping, featuring Spyro. And Spyro's featured on Tom and Jerry before, so you may probably know him from that. Only the Rated, Trap, back-to-back freestyle, bare stuff over the time, and obviously the showing Aussie music series that we've got going on with episodes like fucking 9 months apart from each other. But Spyro's been my brethren from day one, so this is the best song I believe we've made. Tom and Jerry may rival that, but that's because it's kind of a different lane. But I believe this is levels above that in a different way. So if you want to catch that video on the premiere, that'll be dropping. I'll be at work at the time, so if you want to go, you know, I'd appreciate it if you, man, go and show it a bit of love. You know, go and comment and share it and all of that while I'm at work, so then when I do check my phone, I can be like, boom, yeah, all of you, man, showing it love. That would mean a lot. But yeah, the main point of this video, though, so we got all of the formalities out of the way for now. The main purpose of this was kind of to just explain one or two things. Because some people thought that, okay, let's give it a bit of context. A few months ago, I did a rant. Okay, I had a rant, and I did that on Instagram, and I ended up uploading it to YouTube because I felt like it was relevant to the YouTube audience. Because I know some of you may follow me on YouTube or sub to me on YouTube and not follow me on Insta, which is perfectly fine. And I put that out, and because it was a rant, because it wasn't planned, the feeling of it, I still mean to this day. 90% of it still stands tall. 10% of it, although I meant, I didn't explain very well, and that created a bit of confusion. And I've been answering these questions over time, and I just kind of want to address it here. What does it mean going forward now that I'm dropping my second album? Like, okay, you're clearly clearly taking this music thing serious. You're making your own music. You're not just doing it as a one-off thing. Like, does that mean you're still doing reactions? Yes, I am still doing reactions. I said back in 2018, documented somewhere, that by 2023, 5 years time, I don't want to be doing reactions. And to an extent, I still mean that. I might change my mind. I might. The reason I said that is because I don't want to only be known for reactions. Now, that doesn't mean reactions are a bad thing. At the end of the day, a big part of my journey so far has been because of reaction videos. There's no denying that. There's no denying either that reaction videos have brought in an audience that then go and listen to my music, that allow me to put out albums that get attention. You understand? So we can't rub out reactions, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't want to only be known for that. I want to be known as, rah, that's that guy who makes music and reaction videos and the extra media content that I'm going to be putting out in the near future going forward. You understand? So it's like, right, he can do both. He's still making music actively, but he's also got a commentary on everything that's going on. You know? And I want to be able to try and do that successfully, because it's not an easy thing to do. It's a difficult thing to do, in my opinion. You know? But I kind of want to break that mold. I want to be able to try both. Like, why hasn't someone done this before? Why haven't they done it successfully? And if they have, who are they? Give me an example. You know, I want to do things that nobody else has done, and some content that I'll be doing in the near future will be showing that. I'm trying to cut back on my physical 9-to-5 work to allow me to do more YouTube content, more original content that you man haven't seen, some style of content that you may not have even seen in the UK or US either. I'm just trying something new that I think you guys will enjoy, that I think is possible. Is it ambitious? 10 million %. Could I go through a lot of effort and hard work and draw a lot of people into a project that may not be successful? Entirely possible, but I want to give it my best shot at saying, like, no, I want to bring something new and fresh to the table. Podcasts people have done, interviews people are doing now. Yeah, I started doing interviews on podcasts because there wasn't much of it. Now we're getting more of an infrastructure where there is more of that. You're seeing Big Cash do his thing. You're seeing Carrot Kev and Jasmine and Jade LaFleur do their thing with the A1. Yeah, you've got Spanion doing his hood talks. You've got new podcasts cropping up left, right and centre. And so we're now at a point, and it's not because of me, this was going to happen anyway, but I'm seeing more content that I wanted to hear myself. And so now that that's there, I now want to go and start doing something different. So people asking where the On A Level podcast is, I'm going to revamp that into something new that people haven't seen. Again, ambitious, yes, but I want to give it a go. And so that's where my heart is lying, in things like that, and me make my own original music. Yes, I still enjoy doing reaction videos. I fucking laugh. And sometimes when I know when I've nailed a reaction, I know when I've hit the nail on the fucking head with one. Yeah, I know that feeling. And I know when a reaction's a bit mediocre. I know this. And if it's really bad, I just won't put it out. Yeah, or if I feel like it's lifeless or I don't bring nothing new to the table, I won't put it out. So sometimes when you see a really popular song go by, it might be because I've just done a shit reaction and I refuse to react to it. I've said that a few times. So regardless, it's not that I don't want to do reactions. It's not that I hate reactions and want to forget all about it and never be known for it. No, that's a big part of who I am and what's helped me build to this situation. There's nothing wrong with elevating yourself to a certain point and then trying to do something different to progress that further. And I feel like there is a ceiling to reactions. Personally, I do feel like there is. And so I want to break that ceiling. I want to try something else and I want to expand upon that. You understand? So I hope that I've explained that a little bit clearer than when I was ranting and a bit hot-headed about it and whatnot. And like I said, the sentiment of like, nah, put respect on, man, still stands. Again, there's days where I'm very egotistical. There's days where I think I'm the shit. And I think as a rapper in hip-hop culture, you should do that. But I would like to be more humble on a regular basis as well. And that's something that, you know, is weird for me. Because I want to talk my shit, yet I want to be very modest. And it's difficult to do the two. It's a very fine line to walk the line between the two. And so, you know, I don't want to come across as an arsehole. But I know that there's times where I should back myself, you know. And as plenty of you man should. plenty of you, man, should back yourself. Whether people agree or not, that's down to what you can prove to them, you know? And so with this album, I'm hoping to be able to prove something else to you. And in the future, and the content I make in the near future, I hope that can prove something else, you know? And I don't need to be your favorite person in the world. I don't need to be the #1 guy. I just want to be able to get to the point where I can do what the fuck I want, and it's good content regardless. Whether that be my own music, whether it be certain platforms that we build, whether it be certain content and certain lanes that we path. You understand? So yeah, I'll leave it at that anyway, so I don't repeat myself over and over again. We're still gonna have hot takes. That's something I've been enjoying. We're still gonna have live streams. We're still gonna be doing that on a regular basis. Underrated showcase is still about. Obviously, you know, it's far and few in between, but that's something I kind of want to establish more on a regular basis. But again, I understand that's gonna be far and few in between at times. And I want to make just more discussion videos in general. And you'll see how I want to go about that. And again, I don't want to reveal too many of my cards in terms of content in the near future, but I would like to say if we can pull it together, it will be really good stuff, you know, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at with this video. It's just kind of an update to kind of check in and just tell you where my headspace is at and how I'm feeling about this album coming up, and just clear up 1 or 2 things. Let me know what you want to see going forward. Let me know what kind of content you, man, want to see going forward. You understand? Yeah, I appreciate the immense amount of support. I appreciate, you know, people just interacting with man's content on a regular basis. I really do appreciate that. It does mean a lot. You know, when you hear an artist or an influencer or whoever say, "Oh, it means a lot," like, it genuinely does. It genuinely makes a huge difference. So I appreciate the support. I appreciate anyone who's copped some of the merch. If you can't afford the merch, I appreciate anyone who just likes a video, shares it, puts it on their Insta story, streams the music. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't spend money on subscriptions and this, that, and the other on a regular basis. I only do that for 1 or 2 people. And so if you do that for me, that means a lot, you know what I'm saying? So thank you. Just thank you for the support. And ultimately, that's what this video is. It's just, here's where I'm at, and I just want to say thank you. So yeah, I'll leave it here. I won't go on too much longer. Chapters, the album is out very, very soon. Very soon.